we going to be on your social page for Main? Oh, hi. Are we on? Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Market Street Media.
You're so sweet. You must do
We're
this
live
for a living.
streaming.
Well, I'm aware of the fact we have viewers.
You know what I'm gonna do?
Really?
Look,
Hey,
Clayton,
everyone.
here's what I'm gonna
Well,
do.
imagine if they live stream the news.
Well, that's boring. No, not
Yeah,
right.
really.
Yeah, right. No,
on
welcome to
live
Market Street
stream,
Media
I am
social media page.
demonstrating that I can't.
We have Leighton Hart, who is the king of this domain, just off to camera left.
Look,
And we're getting ready to tape
look, Clayton. Look what I did.
our banter. If you have a podcast idea, you need to come here.
I went to medical school.
And they will help you out. This is the greatest place.
Smiley face mask.
They're not helping you
They're
with
not
the
helping
live
at all,
streaming. They're
no.
making fun of me for putting a
Doing
This is
sticker
Dr.
on.
Becky
Everybody
Powers.
do good.
This is Elijah
job.
Smith. This is Susanna Digby. And we're the hosts of Do Good, the podcast. Are we ready?
Yes.
All right. Well, we'll get our cue from. All right.
Good morning, everybody. We're back. It's me, Dr. Becky,
What are you
and
laughing
I'm here
about?
with
Susanna.
and
Elijah.
Mr. Josh, and welcome, everybody.
and we've been gone for a little while.
We've had a spring break.
Yes, but we're back now, and we're going to be talking today with
Laura Kelly with Holston Habitat for Humanity.
awesome. I love Habitat
Talk
for
about doing
Humanity.
good.
Yeah,
Oh
huge
my
doing
goodness.
good. But lots been happening since
Oh my
since we
goodness.
last sat down to talk around the table,
Little bit.
and yeah, just a little bit. And the trees are turning green, and the dogwoods are about to bloom.
And Elijah,
Is what is also turning green?
the pollen is
Oh yeah.
clogging.
Oh,
No.
It's-
Elijah's
I think
our
it's already peaked. I think it's
favorite
past that.
environmental allergy victim.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I wonder
So
if our
special.
listeners have missed us. So if we have, who are we? What are we doing here? Should we revisit?
Sure.
What's our
Xana,
purpose?
who are we and what are we doing here?
Why are we here?
We're the emo kids that have their own lunch table. And this is what we talk about.
We talk about doing good.
We talk about the people doing good in our community.
Why? Because you know what? You could really become pretty focused on the bad stuff.
Yeah.
But there's so much good.
Yeah, there is.
And so does this podcast.
Yep. Stop, look around, see what's going on around you.
I think
Yeah.
it might be good if we. I mean, do you want to get our caught doing good segment out of the way? Oh my gosh, it's
We
back.
missed that sound.
It was.
Susanna, haven't you missed that sound?
Mm-mm.
Susanna, you kind of look like you have a hot pocket in the microwave and something just exploded. That look on your face of like,
Yeah.
or you're driving down the road and you hear something go boom. That was the look on your face. Just because of the sound effect that somehow mysteriously and magically plays when someone says, caught doing good.
Yep.
That look again.
I know.
Okay, who goes first?
Who
This
goes
is our segment
first?
where we talk about a moment when since we last saw each other, since we last taped a podcast, because we see each other quite a bit. But anyway, when you caught someone doing good.
Okay, so I will go first because I have an issue that I want to find out more about. And so my caught doing good is Elijah Smith, even though I'm mad at him.
Ew.
And I thought it would be really interesting to hear about the tennis thing that you're doing.
The tennis program.
Try tennis.
Yeah.
Try tennis.
Okay,
It's just
tell us about it. That's my caught doing good. So
Wait a minute, you caught Elijah doing good?
yeah. When you catch me doing that,
Well, then he caught me doing bad. Well, it's just your
That's
dad. I
every
mean, he
day.
caught. No, I caught him doing. Oh, whatever.
This is good.
Yeah, no, just want to hear about it. I think it sounds
that's my
really
caught
cool.
doing good too. Is myself. So
Oh, we're
You're not allowed
Two
to
and
do
one.
yourself.
Alright.
Becky has covered this. Remember, guys, go back a few episodes when we first debuted this. Becky said the only person she could think of that was doing good was
Herself.
herself.
So,
Then I
okay.
mentioned her husband, and that got a glare of
Oh,
death.
yeah,
And then it was like,
stop
Oh, yeah,
already
okay.
with him.
so you're caught doing good is try tennis, which Elijah
which
started.
is a lot.
Go ahead,
Yeah.
Elijah.
So
Tell
tell
us
us about it.
it's just a free tennis program. Teaching kids tennis free. That's the whole idea. It's pretty simple, but it's
Sure. So, like, where do the kids come from, and how do where do you do it, and what made you decide you really felt like you needed to do this?
main I'm really kind of open for anybody to do it. Right now it's kind of been families we know through my co-op,
Mhm.
but probably going to branch it out once I have other people, other teenagers my age kind of helping with that.
Mhm.
We've only done it like 3 times so far, but
Still,
yeah, so it's really open for anybody. Just we kind of have a limit because if you have too many, it becomes hard to
yeah,
teach everybody.
absolutely.
But the whole idea is just tennis can kind of be an expensive sport. Like
Mhm.
there's not many places to get lessons from.
Mhm.
A lot of them are in Johnson City as well. So in Elizabethton, there's not really any options.
Mhm.
And so just kind of getting a racket in kids' hands can maybe introduce some of them to the sport when haven't even known about beforehand.
Mhm.
I
Awesome.
love that it was born when everything was getting canceled in the pandemic,
Yeah.
and they were like nothing,
Yeah.
and started doing it. So I thought that's great.
Yeah,
So
that's
that's your
good.
caught doing.
Doing good
How
because, a
amazing!
teenager taking the initiative to do something for someone else.
Yeah. I'm just loving the duality of the fact that you're angry at him that he didn't stop it, and when you were waving at him and when he drove by you the other day, and yet at the same time he's your caught doing
Well, just
good.
because I'm mad at somebody doesn't mean I can't see the good.
There you go.
Unlike her husband.
Man. See previous episodes. Susanna, if we went clockwise, you would be next. Do you want to pass? Can we
Yep.
come back to you?
Yeah. Come
Okay.
back
We'll
to
go
me.
counterclockwise.
Okay. Well,
You're next.
okay.
No pressure.
Okay. Caught doing good for me. And I do think about it. By the way, guys, you can think about this before we come to
Yeah.
tape. Just a heads up.
Well, I sent out a reminder text this weekend
You
saying,
did.
don't forget that they be thinking of your caught doing good.
Oh, don't you mean you're caught doing good?
I did my best work under pressure. Give
Okay.
me a second.
Rapid fire.
Rapid fire. Caught doing good for me came on the Saturday after St. Patrick's Day. This is we are moving on beyond your disparaging, Becky, of St. Patrick's Day as a
Again, just because
holiday.
I don't like something,
Uh-huh.
I can see the good in it.
And we went to together, all of us were there at the Shamrock Shuffle to fit
Yes.
the Ronald McDonald House, Southern Appalachian Ronald McDonald House. Previous guest here,
Yes,
Malia
Malia
Grant, on Doing Good, the podcast. She told us about this event. We all went. And it was really for me the first chance to be at a 5K with a lot of people there.
Mhm. Well, for a while.
Since the turkey trot. I
Right.
mean, and the turkey trot wasn't even all of
Well,
us together. We were all
no,
spread out.
We did
Speedway and
Speedway
Lights.
and Lights.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but it'd been a while, been a minute.
Sure. Hot
And
minute.
just to see everyone there and see all the people who paid the admission to just come and go for a walk, but support the Ronald McDonald House.
Mhm.
And of course, I think of them as a Doing Good, the podcast alumni,
Mhm.
alumnus,
Mhm.
alumnae,
Mhm.
alumner,
Alumni.
alum. So, that was a moment for me. Seeing everybody coming out doing good, supporting that wonderful house.
There were a lot of people.
A lot of people going for a walk.
And it was a beautiful day.
So, yeah, and just love it on the Ronald McDonald House. I think that's doing good.
Yeah.
Maybe that's how we can do good in the weeks to come, is to start doing more of these charity 5Ks as people get back out and get together.
Okay.
Hopefully, fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
You're up.
Counterclockwise, it was your idea.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay.
Doing good, Elijah. What's up?
My mom.
Oh my God, I'm gonna
For-
cry.
No,
You mean my
not
wife?
You, not you. No.
Oh,
No, we're having to deal with him all the time.
Oh no. No. Oh.
No, just for having to we've all been at home a lot recently, even are anyways a lot. So she kind of bears the brunt of having to do literally everything.
Mhm.
She kind of just wakes up and goes to sleep just to kind of serve us. So
oh my gosh.
Okay.
That is so sweet, Elijah.
which I mean, she gets used to it and she's happy doing it, which is we don't notice that it's what most people would look at as a chore. But I mean, to anybody else, it probably
She does it with grace.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's easy to forget that she actually does do it.
She is one of the kindest.
Oh
No.
my gosh. You mean to tell me you're caught doing good as your mom? That is the greatest thing I've ever
Are
heard.
you doubting it?
Everything in me wants to give you a hug and a kiss right now.
Oh,
Okay.
do it. We're on
Do a
live
big
stream.
wet
Oh my-
smooch.
I mean, you know, how many dads get to hear their 17-year-old son say their mom is doing something
Yeah.
good?
See, now that just makes me happier that Elijah was my caught doing good.
Oh my God. Okay.
Man,
Major
I'm
point.
a
Even
great
though I'm still
person.
mad at him.
Hey, he's single.
Ready to mingle.
He's not
Only
just
if you're
single,
rich.
He's single.
He wants to marry money.
Only if you're rich. I
Yeah.
don't. Okay. You mean only if your parents are rich?
yeah.
Either way,
Just money.
he's joking.
I don't care where it comes from.
Yeah.
I don't care
Oh.
if it's legal.
Exactly.
And there goes my
And
caught doing
look
good.
Leighton, this is the part where we'll be editing. All right, Susanna, I'm wondering, have you caught doing good? That's not actually a sentence.
This is your mom, right?
Ooh. By the way, Elijah's mom is my wife. So if you're listening to this, I know
Wait,
you know
really?
that, but
Really?
anyone,
Really?
someone who's listening,
Since
guys,
when?
we get listeners,
I
new
still
listeners
get
every time.
people who are like,
Are y'all
are
married?
y'all married?
No, we're like the best of family friends.
Yes, we're
We're
family.
family, and my wife is Elijah's mom. Susanna's mom is the esteemed Dr. Rebecca Powers.
And my dad is apparently the Prince of Darkness.
Your dad is a saint, but I shan't go there. Who have you caught doing good?
Okay, so since my grandparents got vaccinated, I've been able to go see them with my sisters recently, which is
Oh,
really
okay.
exciting. And so my caught doing good is just my Nana, just watching the way that she likes to love on people, especially how she's been like secluded with my
Yeah.
grandpa.
For a year.
Yeah, for over a year now. And just the way that she keeps in touch with people is just touching to me.
I love that. Caught doing good.
Aw,
Once
Aw.
again,
aw.
I'm the best at the rapid fire.
You are. Yeah, I nailed
Yeah.
it down. So
Yeah.
let's just recap. Your caught doing good was Elijah.
Yeah,
Elijah's caught doing good was his mom.
right.
Susanna's caught doing good was her grandmother.
Yes.
And mine was a 5K.
Yeah.
I feel like Charlie Brown on trick or treating.
No,
you know,
yours
I
was
got
a
a rock.
cause. Yours was the Ronald McDonald House.
No, his was all the people who came out to support the Ronald McDonald.
All
House.
the above. All the
Yeah.
above. I
So,
thought it was great.
that's good.
And so as we go forward, now you can start be thinking about. You can be looking for the good because you know that's what this podcast is
Mhm.
about, celebrating the doing good. Why are you giving us the rap?
I didn't.
It's on live stream. Everybody saw you do it, so don't try to deny it.
Well, I'm just saying that we. Okay.
Heads
look,
up to
We're all
all the
watching the time.
listeners. Heads up.
Well, we're almost moving toward Laura Kelly coming in, our Holston Habitat
Uh-huh.
for Humanity
Why
guest.
are you giving me the look? Like, you know that doesn't work
When
on
you
me.
drove by him and he was in
No,
the car
he drove by me.
and you were waving. So tell
In
the
a
story.
Tesla.
Tell the story.
I
Not
don't
your
care
Tesla.
what you were in.
Tell the story. He's I think we need to air this out. The two of you have some tension, some stress, and even though he's your caught doing good, he hacked you off. Tell him.
Well, I was just trying to ask him a simple question. He was driving by with his friends in
Uh-huh.
his Tesla. Because
Not his Tesla.
No, not
his
just
friend's
Tesla.
Tesla.
His friend's Tesla.
It's
Because
my Tesla.
apparently that's important.
It is.
And
But were
So
you
awkward.
and I'm
important?
flagging him down on the side of the road. Yeah, it was like me who, like, probably
There
would
is
give him
no
a
distinct.
kidney.
There's
Yes.
no
if he needed one.
distinction between her waving me down and her just being normal whenever she sees me.
You held
just
him as an
always like-
infant. You were his physician at birth. Did you circumcise him?
I did not circumcise.
Okay,
him.
all right.
Thank you,
Ooh.
though.
Yeah, no, that was right. That was
Yeah.
But days after that, you
I
know.
Like-
think that little sentence right there is going to be just like,
Anyway, okay, so you
Circumcision is an area of very great controversy. I mean, we could pick up some hate from
today on Doing
I don't
Good,
think
the
we're
podcast,
going to, though.
circumcision. No, we're not gonna.
We could get into the controversy.
Laura Kelly, when she listens to this,
Yeah,
'cause
she's gonna be like,
she's
"Oh
like,
my
oh wait, why did
gosh."
I ever say yes? to
Yeah,
that?"
exactly.
So anyway, you
Why did
wove.
I say yes
you
to this?
you what's the past tense of wave? You wove at him.
yeah, I was trying to flag him down because I had a question to ask him because his younger brother Hudson has lost an AirPod.
Yeah.
And AirPods are of significant monetary value
Mhm.
for a 14-year-old male.
Mhm.
And he bought these AirPods himself, and literally on the AirPods first out, he lost one of them.
Yeah.
And so I was walking down the road after a tennis match yesterday, which Suzanne and Elijah were both playing in the tennis match. Both won, by the way.
Yes.
And and then Leighton's son Buddy won his first tennis match too.
Big
I saw that on
time.
social.
Go
So
Toppers.
yay! No boot toppers, but at any rate, go Buddy.
They're a different league than us. It doesn't matter.
And so I looked down, and in the road
There they were.
there was an AirPod in a case,
Oh.
and I said, and I knew that they had gone out after they had been at my house getting carb loaded for the swim meet. And I figured they probably did come down to the tennis courts and heck around for
And
a
you
little
were
while.
just serving humanity there.
And I'm like, Elijah would know. And so I walked back, tried to catch Elijah. He gets in his friend's Tesla because apparently that's
Tesla.
important. And I'm waving him down like, Elijah, stop. I need to ask you a question. Drove right by.
Ooh, the diss.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
And so we have some tension here in the room
Yeah,
this
a
morning.
little
She
bit.
she makes it sound like she was in the middle of the road, like signing out quick ASL, like, and I know ASL and all those different things. All these things assumed,
No,
so I knew exactly
the
what she was
problem
talking
is it
about.
wasn't complicated like ASL. It was like, stop, stop. I need to talk to you.
I
I
thought you
have
were.
your brother's AirPod. No.
And he just drove on by. I'm sorry, what
What
kind of
was
car
it?
was he in?
I think you said it was a Pinto.
Yeah, a
Yeah,
Ford Pinto. Uh-huh.
A Chevelle.
Oh, the Chevelle. They don't even know what
A
that
Pontiac Le Mans.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, no, it was in a Tesla. So
Yeah.
you couldn't be bothered by it.
So
So
I
yours-
texted him and I called him a name.
Oh.
What
And it
name?
was some. Let me.
What name?
Listen.
I called him a big dummy.
Big-
And it was because I'd had time to calm him down a little
Okay,
bit. I
let's
didn't
see.
call him a big dummy
Let me
poo
see.
head.
Hold up.
It's sometimes you have to just wait on that text.
Yeah.
You have to hold.
Yeah, I
You know,
did.
type
I
the
did
email,
instantly.
then wait.
Yeah.
So
I
you
just-
did, and your move.
I waited till
poop
I calmed down, and then I didn't put in poo-poo head.
Okay, sometimes you have to resolve
She
conflict.
threatened me with no more food.
Ooh.
And you know what he said? He said, "Oh, that's really going to hurt," or something to that
Oh my
effect.
gosh, what are you trying to do?
Yeah.
Are you trying to create problems?
Yep.
'Cause-
Yeah.
You know what I'm bringing the next time we go out anywhere? Kale. That's what I'm bringing.
Okay. What are
Yummy.
you,
Try
gonna,
to carb load on that.
Yeah.
you can eat that too?
I love kale.
I'm struck by what a and I'm
You think I don't love kale?
No, like I'm only eating kale.
Huh? Oh, yeah, especially if I get to watch you being tortured by it.
I'm
Alright.
struck by there's this word called- and I'm afraid to say it because I'm afraid that everything's offensive now. but-
Circumcision?
No.
Oh, okay.
I swear.
Oh
Is bougie a bad word?
no.
I
Okay,
don't think bougie is a bad
Okay,
word.
I'm always
It's
saying.
just a descriptor.
Okay, so what a bougie story. I found the
I don't
AirPod
think-
while
yeah.
he drove by his Tesla
Oh.
after the tennis match.
Yeah, and kale.
Oh my gosh.
The bougiest of vegetables.
Instead of carb loading.
Yeah.
I am so excited to hear about Laura because Laura is going to tell us about what they're doing with Habitat, and and I think it's really a beautiful thing. I was on one Habitat build project,
Yeah.
so I'm excited to talk to her about that. And I have always been amazed by the former president Jimmy Carter and his support of the
Mhm.
project and how it kind of started off with something small. But I think for most of us, is it fair as we head toward this interview that we think we know what Habitat is, but we maybe are excited to learn more? Would you say that's a fair
Yes.
description?
I was can I just tell a quick story?
Please do.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're running out of
No.
time.
No,
But
you can't.
no.
Sorry.
Yes, you
okay.
can. Go
Sorry.
ahead. Go
So
for
when
it.
I was in college, I worked for an organization called the Infant Crisis Center in Oklahoma City, which is where I went to college. And we were, and basically we were just providing food and clothing and diapers and for people in need, people in crisis, for their infants. but we were housed in this church, this old church, and so we were on one floor, and then on the another floor was the Habitat for Humanity for
Hmm.
Oklahoma City, for the Greater Oklahoma City Habitat for Humanity. So I learned about the organization through my work with the Infant Crisis Center. So
Awesome.
yeah, and I've never actually done a build, but I think that their mission and that what they do is really admirable and worthwhile. And it really is life changing for a lot of people. So I'm super excited to talk with Laura.
Are we good to go? Let's welcome now Laura Kelly with the Holston Habitat for Humanity.